Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Because I have some students asking for help. Remember, I offer tutoring on Tuesdays, not on the weekend. But I figured I would put together a quick video to quickly go over the assignment once again. Um, so the idea is that you need to choose one of these quotes. At this point, if you're just starting, you don't get to work in a duo. That was only from when we were working in class. So you need to choose one of these quotes up here, and you open up your file. The first slide is where your example is going to be, not example, your work is going to be, and you're going to be putting the imagery in here. So let's say, for example, we choose this quote. We'll keep it nice and simple. Click in this. You can paste it there. Remember, Control-C to copy, Control-V to paste. You could resize it, stretch the box to resize it. There we go. Now you need to go into Study Sync, turn on the paragraph numbers. There's a little button so you can find the paragraph number. The reason I'm having you do that is not to give you busy work. It's to make sure we're going back to the story and understanding where it fits, the context, so we can reread that section, figure out what's going on. Because some of these, like, we need to know who the speaker is. If it's saying he or she or it, we need to know who or what the pronoun is referring to. So it's really important we go back. So anyways, you put in the paragraph number. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that this quotation is an example of visual imagery. So we're going to go ahead and delete the line here, put visual imagery, choose a color to highlight. So let's say, maybe I'll do pink. Maybe it's a little hard to read, but boom. So this way, me or who's ever reading this can quickly see, okay, that's visual imagery, and it's right there. If you find that there's multiple types of imagery, you highlight them in different colors, just like I do. And all of these examples are accessible on Canvas. If they're not showing up on the file that you open on the assignment, look back in modules, and I have a slideshow that has these three. So study these, look over these. You're probably never going to have For's teacher example. Well, maybe just because I made them for every period. So seriously, look through these. So anyways, the next step is to explain. Remember, I said to go back and reread that section of the story, explain what this literally means and why it's important. So don't write, oh, it means that the sun is a flower. The sun is not a flower. We're talking figurative language. So here, you would explain, and honestly, most of the quotes is either going to be talking about how sad all the rain is and how sad that makes Margot, or how amazing it is being in the sun, which also makes Margot sad. So it all goes to that same thing of showing just how terrible, how traumatic it is for Margot first to be stuck in the situation on Venus, but also to have that hour or two of sun withheld from her. So honestly, that's what all the quotations, where they're going to go. So you just need to be able to explain how it fits in the story, why it's an important quote. Because as I said, they really all serve that same purpose. If you miss that purpose, back up a little bit. And then the last thing we're going to do is, again, you need to have that paragraph number in here. We're going to be bringing in our picture. So we want to search from the web. So let's say, let's look up sun. Oh, okay, this is a good one. Oh, I kind of like this one. It's a little different. Okay, so you can directly set it as a background, but I actually prefer to do it this way. I'm about to show you, because once it actually does it, because you stretch it from the corners, never stretch from the sides, because then your picture is distorted. And then you're going to go order, send to back. The reason I prefer you do that is you have a lot more control over the picture. So click on I showed you order to back, and then you can go here to format options. We want to go to adjustments, play around transparency and brightness. It's much easier to read everything. And then we want to go back and find some more pictures. So for example, this one, we need to show that the sun is a flower that blooms for an hour. So that's time. We need to have a picture representing that hour, and also that the sun is a flower. So I'd put like a flower right here. You can move things around a little bit.